Almost unimaginable gun violence erupted across the nation over the holiday weekend. Chicago, 70 injured, 17 killed, including a 7-year-old girl. New York City, 50 shot, 9 dead. This shocking video shows one victim being shot from a car as he walks hand in hand with his 6-year-old daughter. At least 6 of the innocent people caught in the crossfire over the holiday were children, ranging in age from 6 to 14.
You shot and killed a baby.
Atlanta's mayor expressed outrage over the death of 8-year-old Secoria Turner, who was killed in a shooting near the Wendy's where Rayshard Brooks died 3 weeks ago.
You can't blame this on a police officer. You can't say that this is about criminal justice reform. This is about some people carrying some weapons who shot up a car with an 8-year-old baby in the car.
The Metropolitan Detention Center is a far cry from the lavish surroundings of the rich and famous she's accustomed to. But this is now home for British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell, now an accused criminal facing 6 federal charges, including luring and transporting girls as young as 14 into sex. Maxwell is now awaiting arraignment in a New York courtroom later this week. Maxwell, arrested last week at this $1 million home in a rural part of New Hampshire, is a longtime associate of Jeffrey Epstein, who died by suicide last August. He was awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking charges. Many of his alleged victims have long said Maxwell was a key accomplice, luring girls to him. On Monday, one spoke out.
He had me come a little closer to him. Then he started touching my hips, my buttocks, and then he lifted up my shirt. I was in a skirt, and he was touching my bare skin.
Hollywood star Johnny Depp is at the High Court for the start of his libel action against The Sun. The newspaper claimed the actor had been violent towards his now former wife, Amber Heard. Johnny Depp denies the claims.
Yes, Johnny Depp is giving evidence, the first to give evidence in this libel trial. His lawyer has been questioning him, and he's now currently being cross-examined by his ex-wife Amber Heard's lawyer. His overarching case, though, as we've been hearing this morning and seen in his written skeleton argument from his lawyers, is that he never committed any acts of violence towards his ex-wife. She alleges that she was a victim of violent acts and controlling and abusive behaviour over a number of years, both before and during their 2-year marriage.
We're sick of this narrative, that's what's wrong. The narrative of racism, it's a lie. This is racism is what it is. That's what it is. There is no oppression. There is no racism. It's a leftist lie. It's a lie from the media, the liberal left. I said no one wants Black Lives Matter here. That's what I said. Oh, really? All lives matter. Huh? Now you want to take my case?
South China Sea is also on the boil because amid these heightened tensions, United States has deployed its dreaded B-52 bomber to guard its interest in the South China Sea. This B-52 bomber joined the Navy drills with 2 U.S. Navy nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, the USS Nimitz and USS Ronald Reagan, who were deployed in South China Sea last week. This move by the U.S. has clearly irked China. fuming over developments in the South China Sea. Chinese Foreign Ministry has said it is ready to counter the US and is accusing President Trump administration of trying to drive a wedge between the countries in this region.
Another success for Israel's military satellite program. Ofek 16, the 12th in the series since the first launch back in 1988, is now in orbit. Ofek 16 is an upgraded version compared with its little brother Ofek 11, which was launched in 2016. Its camera, developed with Israeli company Elbit Systems, can produce some of the world's highest resolution pictures from space. Israel's satellites play an important role in the silent but all-important intelligence wars taking place in the Middle East, especially against Israel's regional archenemy, Iran, which launched its first military satellite, named Nul, back in April.
Carrier El Al has today agreed to be nationalized after virtually being on the verge of collapse due to the ongoing coronavirus situation. Now, it's understood the airline will be given $150 million of loan guarees, with the public able to buy shares, which the state will take over then whatever is left. Now, right now, all of El Al's 45 planes are grounded, with 95% of the workforce on unpaid leave. The Israeli government is also calling for El Al to streamline its operations and cull about 33% of its current workforce.
Last year, Zimbabwe's government banned the country's multi-currency regime, making the Zimbabwean dollar the sole legal tender. But with continued hyperinflation, the currency has once again lost its value. Citizens are fast losing confidence, and businesses have started pricing goods in US dollars again. Pressurized authorities were forced to reverse the ban and reintroduce trading in US currency.
They actually had to give in because so many people were simply saying this is a vote of no confidence in the Zimbabwe dollar. We want something we can trust, the value of which is going to remain stable. So it's been surprising to everybody how many US dollars were hidden in the economy somewhere. And there's a fairly steady flow of US dollars between buyers and sellers around the country.
An unexpected face in France's new lineup of ministers. Éric Dupond-Moretti is a political novice but a renowned criminal lawyer. With over 140 acquittals to his name, he's been dubbed the Acquittator. Internationally, Dupond-Moretti is known for his defense of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange and campaigned for his asylum to France earlier this year. At home, the 59-year-old has defended clients from all walks of life. The brother of a convicted jihadist, Real Madrid star Karim Benzema, rogue trader Jérôme Kerviel, and a who's who of disgraced French politicians. But controversial client list aside, Dupond-Moretti has been a long-time critic of France's magistrates, demanding more accountability among judges.